Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. I hope you like it here and I hope you subscribe. Today I'm just going to be talking about some oily skin hacks that I have used that have worked for me and helped me to keep my makeup on for a long period of time during the day. So I'm not going to assure you that these hacks are going to work for you like 100%, but I'm just telling you guys what has been working for me, and these are just tips that I have learned from just studying my own kind of skin, because I have really oily skin, and also from watching videos and learning from others. So the first thing is that when you're buying your makeup, you always want to go for makeup that is oil free or oil controlling. That's like when you're buying your foundation, your powder, your setting spray, and like your primer. You also want to go for makeup that is mattifying. It's like foundations that are mattifying, and primers that are mattifying, and setting sprays that are mattifying, because you have oily skin. Before you wear your makeup, you always want to make sure that you prime your face. Priming is very key. This is a step that a lot of people miss, but then it is very important to prime your face, because this will just help your makeup to last all day or to stay longer, because it's like giving your foundation a base on which it will stay upon. And then for primers, you want to go for mattifying primers, and even if you have a mattifying primer and it doesn't work for you, another step that has been working for me is the powder before foundation method. That's like applying powder after your primer before you go in with your foundation. I have a video on that. I'm going to leave a link to that video in the description bar below, and this has been working for me. Like it has really been working for me. Another thing is milk of magnesia. Like, I know people that swear by this thing, and I know people that advise not to use milk of magnesia because they claim that it will damage your skin if you use it too much. So the thing is that I make sure I don't use it every day. I only use it on days when I know I'm going to wear my makeup for a very long time and I need my makeup to stay all day. And the thing is that I just apply it to the parts where I get oily the most. That's like my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And the truth is that it hasn't done any harm to my face. That's the truth. Because I think the thing is that you just have to make sure you take off your makeup before you go to bed, and that's just where people go wrong and don't take off their makeup before going to bed, and this will just cause that. I think that is what causes the damaging of the skin. Another step that is very important is setting your makeup, like setting your makeup with setting spray. This doesn't really work for everybody, but then it works for me, and I use a mattifying setting spray. The setting spray that I use, the Kudi Cosmetics setting spray, and this has been working very well for me. Like I'm done with like one bottle, and I'm done with one bottle, and on my I'm done with one bottle and I'm on my second one. That's to tell you how good it is and how well it has been working for me. I think it's important to set your face with a setting spray after you're done with your makeup, because this will just help your makeup to last all day, and also it takes away that powdery effect that your face usually has after you're done with your makeup. Another thing is, like, even after you've done all these steps and you go out, the thing is that sometimes you find out that your nose and like the other parts where you usually get oily still produces oils. Like for me, it usually happens, but it's not as much as when I don't take the steps which I just mentioned. And when this happens, you don't want to immediately go in with powder and just like set your face, because what happens is that the oils that your face is producing usually mixes with the powder that you applied, and then it's just going to create like a paste, and it's going to leave your face looking really cakey, and that can look quite irritating on the face. So the thing you want to do is that you want to go in with a blotting paper, and if you don't have a blotting paper, a tissue paper can really work for you, and you just go ahead and just pat the parts just going to go ahead and blot the parts, and then when you have the oil away from your face, like it makes your face look better. Once you've done this, you see that like the oils on your face have gone, and you actually don't need to go in with more powder. But then when you have like patches on your face where like your foundation has gone off, that is the only time I'll advise you to go in with more powder, which is after you've blotted your face. And then another thing I see people do is like when you are involved in like really vigorous activities and you get sweaty, the first thing you want to do is not to go ahead and use powder straight up on your face because you're sweaty, or to get like a hanky or tissue and clean your face, because that is just going to make your foundation clean and just go off of your face, and it's going to look really somehow. So first of all, you just want to allow your face to dry. Just allow your face to dry, and then if you have oils, you blot your face. But then in cases where you have like sweat running down your face and then it like took away some of your foundation, that's the only time I'm going to say you should go ahead and add some powder. And you don't want to go ahead using a setting powder. You want to go and use your face powder, which is a more full coverage powder than the normal setting powder. Another thing is that if you have oily skin, you don't want to go over, or you don't want to apply too much nose highlight. That's especially when you get oily on your nose area. You don't want to apply too much nose highlights, because once you start getting sweaty, it's just going to become shiny, and then your nose highlight is going to like make it even more shiny. So you want to apply a very minimal amount of your nose highlight. And then the last tip I'll give you is to always stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. I try to drink as much water as I can every day. So I hope these tips have been helpful to you guys. Let me know if you do any of the tips that I listed, and let me know what other tips for making your foundation last all day, or tips for oily skin have been working for you in the comment section down below. Maybe I could try some of them. And yes, if this video has been helpful to you, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and click on that bell like button, so that every time I upload you always get a notification. And I'll see you guys in my next video, Lord willing. God bless you. I love you guys. Bye.